Hello and welcome to Moon Magic Astrology. This new moon ritual is in the zodiac sign of Libra, represented by the balancing scales. Libra energy focuses on balance and harmonizing all things involved in relationships. Libra is the zodiac sign of the 7th house. This is the portion of the life's wheel that is about our relationship with others. It's about our awareness of others too. Libra energy is also about justice. They crave a sense of order, and they compensate that energy daily to create harmony in their lives. It's this illusion that makes them seem as if they breeze through life with little difficulties. Now, this is a good month to create new relationships in business also. With the Libra New Moon energy, you'll find fairness and equity in contracts. And you'll also feel that energy shift when you find the right value in a business affair. Now, if you'd like to know a little bit more about the 12 houses and their meanings, I'll provide a link below this video for a free wheel of life. That's what I call it. All right, let's moon bathe. So this new moon ritual in Libra will help us express and deal with our emotions within ourselves, our home life, and our private relationships this month. Libra's strong need for partnership may cause you to feel needy or clingy this month. But the lessons from Libra help us be open to love and teach us how love can help us grow. Now, this new moon in Libra will initiate new beginnings and will help you focus on healthy, balanced relationships, the right relationship. And you should feel refreshed with calm energy because Libras are peacemakers and peacekeepers. So reach for a connection to feel more complete because Libras do not like being alone. And remember, it's this moon energy that will help more people make concessions to coexist. It is simply the Libra drive for harmony, peace, and companionship. It's a time to also not be shy. Libras are extroverted. And with Venus looming nearby, you will feel more attractive and a bit flirtatious too. And don't think about being turned down. Your flirting eyes will be appreciated because Libras never fear rejection. It's their natural charm and persuasion that tends to melt almost any heart. So step into this energy and smile, blink a little bit, and flip your hair. It might lead to something cozy. Now, living with Libra energy is different than starting a relationship. So let all of us prepare to feel like we are living in an episode of Law and Order. It's this constant need for justice over little things. A little disorder or imbalancement can be normal for daily life. But this Libra energy, if not controlled, will leave others around us feeling frustrated. Libra's constant persuasion and frankness may cause you to feel tempted to get the last word in. But winning this game only leaves you feeling discontent and lonely, so be careful. Librans crave attention. They need to be recognized, appreciated, and even adored. Find ways to show gratitude and adoration to your partner this month. It should come easily with Libra's charm and it will restore harmony in your home. Now, Libra's new moon energy will also help us strive for excellence. It encourages us to reach our highest potential in life. But this Libra trait will bring an unexpected life lesson with it. It will force you to find self-love, finding grace within yourself to accomplish your greatest feats. And when you do, your abundance will follow. Now, let's not forget that this new moon in Libra is following the September 23rd Fall Equinox. This extra balance from the universe is creating the perfect timing to feel stable enough to reflect and revise on our relationships and our financial goals. And don't forget, this Fall Equinox is still an open portal to help you remove fears and limiting beliefs. What better time to manifest? Mars is going conjunct on October 7th. Conjunct is when the planet passes in front of the Sun, causing an increase in charged particles. Raw energy. Raw energy affects you by interrupting communications in two different ways. It's a toss-up. It will either make you impatient and impulsive, causing you to make aggressive or rash choices in the next few weeks. Or you could become more adventurous and assertive in a positive way. Just be mindful of this and use this Libra balancing energy to adjust this Mars energy if needed. And if you would like to know what Mars looks like, she will be visible on October 26th. Looking toward the east just prior to sunrise, you will notice a beautiful red glow on the horizon, and Mars will appear as a tiny red dot along that horizon about 30 minutes before sunrise. Mercury will appear on October 13th. This planet will bring quick thinking energy. It will affect your thoughts and how you rationalize situations, helping you move from one situation to the next quickly. And then we have Venus. Venus is the ruler over Libra and over the zodiac sign of Taurus. It will be visible to view in the night sky around October 9th. Now, Venus energy is about the beauty in ourselves and the world around us. It's about physical attraction, sensuality, and pleasure. Venus can also affect our finances and material possessions as well. What house Venus lies in will define what earthly matters it will govern, as each house is associated with different areas of your life, like career, home, and relationships. And I know this is a long reading, but if you want to play the lottery during this moon cycle, I would choose October 14th or 15th. These 2 days are when Jupiter enters the Libra new moon cycle, and Jupiter is nicknamed the planet of wealth. Some claim it rains plenitude and abundance on Jupiter. So, let me send you some juice here. Good luck. Now, let's talk how the horoscopes connect with tarot. Libras are air signs. Swords in the tarot deck. I connect swords with thoughts and air. Both are invisible. We need air to verbally communicate our thoughts. The swords are used in the air, waved around, cutting through our thoughts without even leaving a trace. Air signs are communicators. They are analytical thinkers, intelligent, and self-expressive. They normally have a positive attitude about life. The other air signs in the zodiac are Gemini and Aquarius. Now, Libra happens to also be a cardinal sign. A cardinal sign is the energy that starts each season. Cardinal signs align with the timing of the Earth's solstice or equinox. Libra happens to align with this fall equinox. Now, because cardinal signs begin a cycle, they must have leadership and visionary traits. So these people are the people that start projects. Now, they may not finish everything, but they're definite starters. Cardinal changes mean important or significant changes. All cardinal changes are fundamental. So if we use this cardinal new moon energy to start a new beginning, it will be significant. You should see important changes you desire, and you should find balance and harmony in love and money this month. The other cardinal signs in the zodiac are Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. Now, there are two major arcana cards that represent the Libra energy. And oh, by the way, I use the Rider-Waite Tarot for some of my references. It's no surprise that the Justice card is one of the major arcanas to represent Libra in the tarot deck. This card pictures a queen holding scales in one hand, a symbol of balance and harmony, and a sword in the other to symbolize swift decision-making. She balances fairness. It's that balanced logic that cuts through any situation and finds the truth, so you can take action to right any wrongs, if needed. For those of you that do numerology, the Justice card is the number 11. It represents intuition. It links justice with solutions through visions and spiritual awareness, seeing with our eyes and our soul. This card, in the upright position, means cause and effect, clarity, balance, fairness, truth, and responsibility. Upside down, it's the reverse: dishonesty, imbalance, legal flaws, unfairness, and lack of accountability. The Empress is the second major arcana card for Libra. However, it's the ruling planet of Venus that this card represents. The card displays a beautiful feminine woman who appears pregnant, sitting on a throne in a field of wheat, with lush green forest behind her and a flowing stream. These all signify her fertility, prosperity, and her abundance. The motherly energy connects her with love and creativity. The pomegranates on her dress are another symbol of fertility. She wears a crown of 12 stars and holds a scepter in one hand. The scepter is about her power over life, and the stars define her connection with the heavens and the earth. She is above all things and manifests power from her subconscious thoughts and the love in her heart. There is a heart plaque with the symbol of Venus in the center of it that leans against her near her feet. The Empress is thought to mimic the Virgin Mary in the Book of Revelations, or in other religions, she is called the Woman of the Apocalypse. She is filled with grace, pure feminine energy, fertility, pleasure, love, and beauty. She has a connection with the natural world, and I think of her as Mother Earth. She represents the number 3. 3 means all. It symbolizes the heavens, the earth, and the waters, or the Christian belief of the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Or it could represent the power of 3, the body, the soul, and the spirit. Well, you get the huge significance of 3. The Empress is labeled with the Roman number 3 above her head. If you find her upright in a reading, she will symbolize motherhood, fertility, and nurturing. If she is upside down, you can read her as dependence, smothering, or emptiness. The King of Cups does not seem like the right card to connect with Libra's air or sword element. However, it's the balancing of the emotions, represented as the cups, with the intellect, represented as the scepter, that gives us control over our emotions. It's this masculine, fatherly energy mixed with the gentle emotion that balances logic and diplomacy that connects this card to Libra. If you find the King of Cups upright in a reading, it reflects compassion, control, wisdom, and balance. If it appears upside down, then there is some emotional manipulation, trickery, moodiness, and possibly even volatility. The Queen of Swords connects with Libra mostly because they are both air elements. This queen represents an independent, witty, and self-reliant older woman. Her sword and her head are held high to symbolize her conviction and honesty. She's the type of person who never needs gossip or drama as entertainment. She's cold-hearted, showing very little emotion, and holds complex powers because she has stern boundaries. She's an intellect with independent powers. The butterflies on her throne represent how she stands strong in her femininity, but is prepared for transformations. She's a representation of someone who overcomes obstacles with her insights and fairness. It's that cold and unemotional trait of this queen that gives this card a sense of loss. Whether it is the loss of a relationship, a job, or a home, anything that gives an overwhelming feeling of loss, even the loss of an idea, that makes this queen feel a little bit like grief. When the Queen of Swords is upright in a reading, it's about being independent, sharp-minded, and yet complex. This is a signal for clear boundaries and straightforward honesty. If she's upside down, then you have overly emotional and easily influenced energies around you. It could also mean bitterness or cold-hearted thoughts stemming from some type of grief, possibly even cruelty. The Two of Swords is about Libra's indecisiveness. This card shows a blindfolded woman holding two swords crisscrossed in front of her, indicating that she's unable to think or see clearly. It is now that trusting yourself is the key to making the right decisions. When you see the Two of Swords in a reading, you say there's two choices, but there's indecisive thoughts and maybe avoidance because of these choices. They're not completely clear. You're blindfolded, leaving you uncertain and maybe even feeling as if you're in a stalemate. When the Two of Swords is presented upside down, this indecisiveness does not straighten out. It gets worse. It creates more confusion. You become paralyzed with thoughts. It's information overload. You feel as if you are trapped with no right choices to make. But for the skilled tarot reader, this would be the time to encourage the querent to use their powers of intuition to look beyond the blindfold and find inner guidance for the right choices. The Three of Swords are about thoughts that concern the broken heart. It is depression and heartache, suffering such as grief, sorrow, and depression that give this card its connection to the Libra's negative weakness of self-pity. Because of this trait, the Libra may be indecisive and may hold on to grudges of the heart. This card upright is sorrow, grief, loss, depression, heartache, and suffering. But upside down, you're releasing pain and overcoming the depression. You find forgiveness, reconciliation, recovery from heartbreak. This is optimism. Now, the final Libra card would be the Four of Swords. This card is about finding solitude, especially after the Three of Swords. Jeez, this is a time to heal, rest, and meditate, and find your stability again. This card shows a male resting, 3 swords on the wall above his head, and a single sword along his side. This signifies that during this time of rest, it's important to get focused on an important thought. I like to think of 4s like a chair. The 4 legs give the platform stability. Each leg represents some internal part that must be confident to stand on its own. So, when you find the Four of Swords in a reading, there needs to be rest or restoration. It is also the space and time when a person needs to contemplate an idea or decision. If this card appears upside down, you're dealing with someone who is stressed or burnout. Now I hope this month brings you all the balance that will bring harmony to your life in either your relationships or abundance. Thank you for joining me on Moon Magic Astrology.